I never had a big distro hopping. I mean, I've tried many distros over the years, but I've never had like a huge distro hopping phase.
No? Okay.
I mean, I've tried many, and I've just wound up landing on a few that I kind of liked, and if it works, then I'll stick with it until I'll usually stick with a distro until something breaks, and then I mean, I never on my laptops, I usually don't have anything too important. If it's important, I'll back it up to my next cloud or back it up to somewhere else. Other than that, there's nothing too important on it, so nuking and paving is not that big of a deal. Um, I think this actually the Lenovo here I think would be the biggest pain in the ass because that's where I have all of the stuff where I have set up for the recording. So besides that, you know what? Now that I'm saying that out loud, I need to back up that script for some of the recording stuff because I
It's
have a
like my
script set up.
desktop.
Go
My
ahead.
desktop's on Mint 21.3, and I'm like, I know 22.1's is it? Yeah, I think .1's out even now, 22, and it's just like I know I need to upgrade, and I probably only have a couple months left until they stop supporting it, but the upgrades are never perfect, and I know there's going to be some amount of pressure to have to reinstall and do different things. And yeah, and I have like my Plex server running on there. I have my just stuff that's set up and running. I have a lot of AI tools, and like it's all just kind of installed and running, and I'm really hesitant to upset any of it because it means I'm going to have to probably do a lot of work to get it back. There's a lot of stuff, like especially around AI or Python type stuff where you've got to have the right version of the Python, and like set your environment variables. And I mean, it's not like insurmountable or like that difficult, but it's just a pain, and once you have everything up and running the exact way you want it, I just don't feel like messing with it. And but may not have a choice, obviously, at some point. It's like my NAS. I think I've told you guys I have a Synology NAS that's exactly 10 years old, and they have stopped their ending update support sometime in like August, I think, this year, maybe October. It might be all the way to the October, but anyway, it's not very long, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with that data. Do I build my own? Do I get another Synology? I mean, I can't complain. I think I spent with the discs. I think I spent somewhere around $600 when I set it up 10 years ago, and I've only had to replace one disc in that entire time. I have WD Reds in there, yeah, WD Reds, and like it's just been such a workhorse. Like it just does what it's supposed to do. Um, I've had file servers that I maintained myself. One of my first Linux servers I set up for myself was a file server on Debian, and that thing ran in a closet for 6 years, 7 years. I would update it every now and then, but I mean, the uptime on it was ridiculous. It never went down, and I just I had it on a UPS, so even if like there was a couple minutes, power outage or something, it never went down, and that thing was the absolute definition of reliable. And but when I went to rebuild something, I was just like, I just want something that's like hands free and just set it up, set and forget, whatever. And so I did the Synology, and it has been like there's a lot of stuff into the up, and it's just been a convenient tool to use. And so now I'm sort of faced that same decision: do I just buy another one, or um, the other thing, and I don't want to be a downer, is like mortality. Like I think of it is not unlikely that I meet my demise sooner than later just because of my health issues. And the idea of leaving behind technology that my wife would have to deal with, that she's not going to have the first clue. If I have the home built, you know, NAS system, I mean, Synology is going to be bad enough, but you know, if I have something that's like custom built, you know, she's not going to have a clue. And I don't want to put her in a position like that, you know. So I'm trying to think of like, because it's everything. It's our pictures, it's digital files, it's work files, it's, you know, like healthcare stuff, taxes, it's everything. You know, it's all of our digital life basically. And I back it up and everything, so it's not like the data is at risk, but uh, just the functionality of explaining to her like how to do something, or at least be able to at least get the data off of it if she needs to. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. That's sort of what I've been thinking about lately, tech wise. Oh, one other thing. Uh, she Her main work system. She works from home as a graphic designer, graphic artist, and she uses a laptop so that she'd be able to take it with her. She never really does, but just so like if we have to leave for a hurricane, or if she wanted to go stay somewhere for a month or something, she'd be able to take it with her, that kind of thing. And she has a Dell. I want to say it's an Inspiron Gaming. It was a system I had. It was a 17-inch sort of desktop replacement jobby that's probably weighs 12 pounds. And I had it. It was mine for a couple years, and then I got the XPS that I have now. So it's probably, I want to say like 7 years old, maybe 8. So it's getting a little long in the tooth. The fans run all the time, and it has Windows 10 on it. It doesn't technically qualify for an upgrade to Windows 11, so support's waning on it. And so I'm facing out with like, how do I get a new system? I'm really hesitant to buy a new Windows system with the Copilot functionality. I'm seriously wigged out by the idea that rewind or replay thing. I hate that feature so much. Like I can't ever imagine running a system with something that's like spying on you like that. Um, but so I'm thinking I'd probably have to get her something that's like pre-Copilot, still relatively new. But anyway, so that's sort of on my radar, things to think about. But yeah, I think that's about everything I've been working on.